Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natural20, and this is Today in Gaming for the 14th of July, 2011. In the headlines today, Popcap explained why they joined EA, EA's founder attacks Nintendo, and Final Fantasy Versus 13 is still not in production. Following the billion-dollar buyout of Popcap by EA, Popcap, the developer behind such hits as Bejeweled and Peggle, talked to GeekWire about the decision. Co-founder of Popcap, Joe Veche, said that there was an alignment between the goals of the two companies, and they were encouraged by the prospect of EA's investment in Origin, as well as their acquisition of other digital gaming organizations such as Playfish. Veche praised EA's attitude with respect to game making, saying, "The second thing is that EA as a company has huge game integrity, and they really are, from John Riccitiello down, focused on making great games." Veche was adamant in saying that the purchase will not result in a loss in quality. "They're expecting us to make great games and make sure that when we do launch a new game, it is really high quality." Popcap continue to see success in the gaming industry, with their latest game, Bejeweled 3, set to go multi-platform this year. In related news, Trip Hawkins, a founder of EA, and now boss of Digital Chocolate, a social gaming outlet, has criticised Nintendo for stifling third-party success on their platform. Nintendo is a great, amazing company, but how many companies have been built on the back of Nintendo's platform in the past 25 years? Asked Hawkins at GamesBeat, a conference in San Francisco. He claimed that EA's early success came from developing for the Mega Drive in the early gaming era, which was a much more open platform. Hawkins is now convinced that the day of single-platform exclusives is over and that console manufacturers now must rely on external developers. These statements come in contrast to EA's current attitude to Nintendo, with John Riccitiello, EA's CEO, announcing full support for Nintendo's Wii U at E3 this year. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim will not have a demo for those who wish to try before they buy. Speaking to Game Planet today, Craig Lafferty, Bethesda producer, put the kibosh on the chances for a demo, stating that, "For a game of this size and complexity, it's really hard to do a demo that represents the game truly, and it would have to be a gigantic demo, so we won't be doing a demo." Bethesda is set to reveal more of Skyrim at QuakeCon in August, after the game was met with an incredibly positive reception at E3 this year. Angry Birds developer Rovio has told Eurogamer today that it is looking at every console for release for the game. Rovio, despite being critical of console gaming in the past, is enthused by the possibilities of each of the consoles, citing the Wii U and the 3DS as natural matches for the game. However, Rovio also feel that it is hard to ignore the success of Kinect and Move for the games industry, but also mentioned that they still remained focused on ensuring a robust control method for core gamers. Rovio were also enthusiastic about being able to polish the game, as well as release the game at a price point more along the lines of Trials HD, rather than the incredibly low prices that propelled the game to success on Android. Angry Birds has been downloaded 250 million times, with Rovio now valuing itself above $1.3 billion. Epic Games have shot down claims that they will become a publisher. The creators of Gears of War and the Unreal Engine have seen great success, and many analysts felt that becoming a publisher would be the next logical step for the company. However, in an interview with Eurogamer today, European Territory Manager Mike Gamble stated that Epic felt that it did not want to be responsible for game developers making money. "We could say, now we're a publisher, all of your stuff you make through Unreal comes through us, but that's a slippery, horrible slope," he said. "We don't want that responsibility," explained senior technical artist and level designer Alan Willard. "That's a massive administration overhead we just don't want to take on." Willard, however, did say that considering Epic to be a game developer now was incorrect. "We've gone from a game development studio to a development studio," he said, before explaining the level of support Epic gives to all kinds of developers, from indie developers to huge ones such as LucasArts. Gamble concluded, saying, We're something different, aren't we? We're an evolution of a studio, but quite what that is, who knows? And finally, Final Fantasy Versus 13 is still not in production, 5 years after being announced at E3 in 2006. Director Tetsuyo Nomura told Famitsu that the development of the PS3 game was still limited to a core section of workers, and that the group was only now prepping for full production. Nomura explained that the game was still not in full production because the team was, and I quote, trying out a lot of new challenges. Despite this, Versus 13 has had some parts of the game assembled, and allegedly have had its graphics increased and made better with new lighting technology. Nomura, however, did assure gamers that there was an internal date at Square Enix for the game reveal, but details as to when this is are yet to emerge. And that's all from me here at Today in Gaming. As ever, if you did enjoy the show, then please subscribe to my channel and check out all of my other work over on www.vtwproductions.com. You can get in touch with me via Twitter as TheNat20 and via email at thenat20@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and I will speak to all of you tomorrow.